Hey, this is Ashley at Hedrick Homestead, and today we're going to be talking about seed starting mix or seed starting soil. Basically, what to start your seeds indoors with. Now, when I first got started gardening, I went out to Lowe's and just bought generic, whatever brand they carried at the big box store, seed starting mix. Brought it home, planted my seeds, everything started coming up, and then all of a sudden, nothing. Growth stunted, everything just like paused and then started to die, and that's when I knew I had a problem. And so I started doing more research about what to start my seeds in and started experimenting with some different mixes. And here is what I came up with. First of all, I stepped away from that big box store seed mix and went to my local garden store to pick up a more specialized germination mix. I ended up with HSU Germination Mix, or Fertilome also worked really well for me, but there could be some different, more regional brands in your area, so I encourage you to go to a local store and see what has been working for people in your area. Now, seed starting mixes like this that are specifically made for germination are normally made from things like peat moss and perlite, something that keeps it really fluffy and airy so that your seeds can easily sprout and put down new roots. It doesn't pack down very easily. Now, that is fantastic for growing young seedlings, but small bags like this also can get pretty spendy. Now, it's not crazy expensive. A bag like that is probably like 10 bucks, but when you're like me and you grow most of your own food, that can really add up. So I decided to experiment with adding a few other cheaper options to see if I could still get great growth for a fraction of the cost. So that's when I went back to that same store and I picked up a big bag. This is like a 15-pound bag of just organic garden soil. Now, this is not going to be as light and fluffy as that other germination mix, but it's still a good quality garden soil, but it can pack down a little bit more. But it's also a lot cheaper because you can get it in a much larger bag. So what I do is I take a bucket and I put 50% of the seed starting germination mix and 50% of the garden soil, and I mixed it together. And then I started my seeds in there, and guess what? It worked fantastic. Now, I eyeball it every time. You don't need to be precise. Sometimes I even add more garden soil if I'm going to be starting things like tomatoes or something that it's like a really big container. So I mix it all half and half, approximately, and then I just use that. Now, it doesn't save me a ton of money. It's not crazy. It probably brings my soil bill for the year from like 120 to like 85 bucks. But when you're gardening, every little bit counts. And the best part is I'm still getting great growth, good germination rates, and I've been really, really happy with this, unlike the seed starter from that big box store. So if you've been wondering what to start your seeds in, I'd recommend trying out this combo. Go to your local garden store, find a good quality seed starting mix and a good quality garden soil, mix them together and give that a shot. If you give it a try, let me know how it goes in the comments. All right, till next time.